Best show start ever. Good afternoon, good evening, and all that fun stuff. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, cats,
Hola.
all that fun stuff. Yeah. I am me. You see my name down here at the bottom. He's Matt. You
Yeah,
see,
Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa.
yeah, Happy Merry Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. Hold on.
Hey, it's a Dre Day.
Uh oh.
What's good? What's
Uh
good?
oh. Dre Day in the building. So the three of me gops is here. The whole band, the kit and caboodle. What happened, fellas? How was y'all week?
It's been a weird week for me, man. One of those weeks where I could never tell what day it was. I just was in like a weird funk all week.
Yeah, yeah. I've had a week. I've been in something that the military called crisis management mode, whereas if you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't. And I've been, yeah, I got my own share of things going sideways. Thank you bills and thing automatic payments supposed to come out at one time and going out when they want to, not when they're supposed to. But there's other things family related that I'm just kind of being that bridge in between to make sure things don't fall apart. And I have a brother who I'm helping him with his anger issues because I don't think he understands we ain't in Georgia no more. They don't play that shit out here. No. So we're working on that. But other than that, yeah, it's been a week. I've been losing track of days myself. And I know I woke up today, went to go get some pills for Kim, had to go get her some probiotics and things of that nature. And midway through, it was just like that itch came back. It was just like I need to do the show. Somebody feed me my crack, please. Thank you, please. Thank you. Y'all got them crack podcast sandwiches? What about you, Drake? What's been happening?
Not much, man. I just ate me a good hamburger. Cleaned my house up today, and I got me a new hat.
Word, I see. Make racists catch the fade again. Oh, okay.
Uh, but nah, it's been pretty good. The holidays are coming up, so I'm kind of borderline in my feelings, but at the same time, I'm just grateful that I'm still here and I'm still standing because it's been a crazy 2020 for a lot of us. So I'm just happy I'm still here, still giving you the malarkey that I am so effortlessly gifted with. So, make it do what it
Sir,
do.
this is no longer going to be referred to as 2020. This is from now on be the year that shall not be named because this
Well, no, honestly, no, I wouldn't do that because this year has shown me who they really are,
that
and
part
it's shown me some
that part.
And
and it's shown me some situations that lets me know that I'm doing pretty good. So this is not something that you just can erase. I can erase a couple good years because we know what's
That's true.
expected,
That's true.
but
We have
but
learned a lot this year.
but but this year have shown me how people feel about themselves and how they feel about each other and how how society basically looks upon people like us. So yeah.
Yeah.
So 2020 is not something you can erase. 2020 is more of a lesson in life on this journey we call life.
I
and there was some highlights for you guys. I mean, you finally voted Trump out, so yay.
Yeah, but yeah, while that's great, this is why I'm wearing the hat. Because even though Trump has been voted out, there's still people out there that think like him and act like him. But the difference between Trump and those people, you don't have Secret Service with you when you catch the spade. Hence my hat again. I'm sorry. I know we're supposed to be in a good mood, but I had to get that off my chest. I felt that this is a very good hat to wear, considering what I've been seeing in Georgia with the runoff election. This is why I'm wearing that hat because yeah, that was a whole shit show that I saw in Georgia today. I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed with my state. I love my state so much, but we can be ass backwards sometimes.
Ladies and
We really
gentlemen,
can.
Rufus Pancake Patterson. Everybody, Rufus Pancake. How y'all doing? And now y'all just learn why they call him Pancake because he flattens fools.
Nah,
All right.
I'm not. I used to, but not anymore. I'm giving people flapjacks now, not pancakes, just straight flapjacks.
Yeah. So y'all know how our week has been. I would have asked how the viewers' week had been, but based on the viewers that I see so far, I think I know how their week has been, and we gonna leave that one alone. All right. So, uh, that you all right? You need some more. Come up there and stomp a motherfucker. Ah, hey, leave me alone. God damn it.
Nah, just to fix this damn chair.
Oh,
About chairs and stuff, right? You know.
yeah, yeah. But since we only trying to stay on the air for an hour and things of that nature, let's hop on into this first topic real quick. I'm trying to keep the topics list down because instead of having a bunch of topics, we just have a few topics and we can then expand on them and it won't feel rushed. So let's go and jump into it. First topic of this week show is dealing with what you don't like about yourself. Ooh, Lord,
I got a whole list. I
experience.
got a whole list like uh I'm like the kid at Christmas that want everything from Santa. I got a long list of things that I don't like about myself.
Me too. Me too. Actually, me too.
Yeah, I think most people have a long list of what they don't like about themselves, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
not everybody is willing to deal with it.
yeah. Because
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, I'll start. I mean, for me, oh hey sis, you making cheeseburgers? I mean, Dre already had one. I mean, but I'm
I'll
all
take one.
all right. Me and Matt, we cool. We take one. Order up two
Tell
cheeseburgers.
they come through in the clutch, man. They come through in the clutch. So
Right. But for me, what I've done, what I've learned to do when it comes to dealing with the things about myself that I don't like, if I can work on it, like if it's like a personality thing or it's a habit thing or trait thing like that, if I can work on it, like go to therapy or something, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make the changes or try to make the changes that I can for two reasons. One, for me, so I can become a better person, and two, for my children, so I can be a better example for them. Now, and the things that I can't change, well, as I tell my kids, I mean, I'm not trying to blend in, you know, now I'm not trying to blend in with people. I'm trying to, fit in wherever I fit in. So my circle is my circle, and we all get along. We accept each other for who we are. However, one thing I've learned about my circle is we complement each other. I'm not going to have people around me who think just like me. So wherever I'm weak at, more than likely, these two on the screen, they ain't weak where I'm weak at. So we complement each other because I know I probably got a big blind spot over here where I can't do this, but Drake can do it. I can't do that, but Matt can. I don't think like that, but Kim does.
Yeah.
So if I know that it's a weakness, I know I can't change it. I'm gonna surround myself with the people and the support system that I need to where okay, I can't change this, but I can at least make it not a weakness. I can put myself and put people around me who can help make me complete by making the circle complete. It's just like pieces of a puzzle. If I'm missing this squiggly piece because I don't know this, but Kim got that squiggly piece on her over there extra, and she could pop that motherfucker in there. Hey, Kim, you're in. You got that piece for me? I appreciate you. And exactly, we did. We both made a list of our fears, our flaws, our triggers, and all that stuff. We talked about it on her show Saturday, and I mean, I was upfront and open. I do understand that I'm not as flexible as I would like to be. I know that I am. I have a hard time compromising at times. It's just like, all right, when the mind gets from point A to point Z, it's like, all right, we reached the end. This is what we got to get to. What about this? What about that? What about this? Talk about that. Does this tie into fears? It can be. It can.
I
Like,
think one of the things you said there about talking to the other people is important because sometimes something that you see that you don't like about yourself is something that is actually a strength of yours, but you don't
right,
have the vision to see it that way. And you need to talk
right,
to other people so you can see that sometimes what you don't like about yourself is actually a positive thing.
right. Because for me, I used to hate the fact that I had more of a manager slash business owner mindset, and then it started helping out, especially with having kids. It's just like being able to think like a crisis manager. It helps me be able to keep my kids from jumping off the ledge when they do something like don't they don't make an A on the test, they made a B, so now that they're losing it because they made a B. It's come on now, calm down. It's okay. It's okay. You didn't get the A. That's fine. The key to the situation is one, you passed like you wanted to. Two, you did your best. And three, you still are headed in the direction that you are trying to get to. So why are we losing it? At first, I used to hate that because my friends were like, all you do is talk like a lawyer. You talk everybody down. Hey, I try to think logically because thinking with emotion all the time can get you in some, let's be real, some fucked up situations. You let your heart lead, you let your emotions lead. You're just like, how in the fuck did I get out here in the middle of this fucking field? Well, you were mad and your heart said go out there and go dry your car out there in the field. Now your car broke down and now you just sitting like, well shit, now I'm stuck. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Trisha. I damn sure do. I'm logical first. Logic is my mo. Uh, I let Kim do the emotion because I let her get riled up, ready to roll, and then I'm just like, all right, let me come in here and keep her under control. Because if she getting ready to go cock locked and loaded, this ain't gonna be pretty. Somebody got to think straight because I don't need nobody making an example out of all of us. So, all right, let me settle this shit down now. Because
But
when I
would it be the other way around? Would it be the other way around?
up, that motherfucker in that red hat under me, he be ready to ride with me. Like, all right, bro, where we headed? It's like, ain't planting fools. Let's
Only,
get it.
only, only when necessary. Hey, only when necessary. Only when necessary. But you know how it go.
Absolutely, only pretty much when the kids is involved. Other than that, me and Dre just like, you talking about
You
us?
go.
Nigga, I'm grown. Say whatever the hell you want to. But yes, Sean, it actually can tie into your fears. Um,
It,
there may be things that
it,
you know
I
you're
was,
afraid of
I was.
that you hold against yourself, and honestly, you shouldn't. If you're afraid of it, you're afraid of it. That doesn't mean it makes you less of a person. That means that depending on what the fear is, you surround yourself with people who aren't afraid of that thing so they can help support you when it comes to dealing with those things or help uplift you or protect you from you. And yeah, I come off as
Mhm.
confrontational too. Yes, the fuck I do. Me and Sean, same.
I just
Brother,
come off as an asshole.
that's my brother right there. Hey, I am very confrontational. You talking with all this emotion and shit now, bro. Logically, this ain't gonna work at all. Shut up. Okay, sure. I'll be right here to tell you I told you so when it don't work. 5, 4, 3, 2. Told you. All right, fellas, your turn.
Well,
I got y'all
what
laying
I
off
would
this.
say is this. I know a lot of people say, it's fears and stuff like that, but it does, the makeup of you as yourself, as your DNA, as your person. Yes, we come out the womb. We're uh we're supposed to be this. We're supposed to be that. Your mom was like this. Your dad was like that. This is the our bloodline. This is what we expect you to be because you're one of us. But you gotta understand, everybody, regardless of how old you are, how young you are, everybody has a different path in life. I'm sure myself, Dex, and Matt, as good as close as we are and as good we all took different paths to get where we are today.
Hmm.
So I say that to say this. A lot of people's paths are really, really bumpy. And what I mean by bumps is your trauma.
Mm,
I
mm,
experienced trauma. I experienced trauma that Dex or Matt hasn't. They haven't. Experienced, and vice versa. Like, everybody has their own trauma.
Well,
Everybody has their own. Everybody has their own. Everybody has their own struggle. Everybody has their own. Their vice or whatever in life.
yeah.
Everybody's struggle or transgression is unique. No matter how close you are with that person, everybody's. My mom and dad. I mean, myself. Even though they're my parents, our paths are different,
Yeah.
and a lot of things can factor into that. So when I say this to say that it does tie to your fears when you want to, you want to kind of break the generational curse that you have, that you supposedly have, but it's hard sometimes because when they see me and then they see how my dad was, then they want to plain judgment on me because of how my dad. So
Hmm.
it's up to us. It's up to the individual person that if you don't like something about yourself, you got to change it. Don't just be like, "Oh, that's how my dad was. That's how my mom was. Oh, that's how society raised me." You got to start with yourself. You really do. You got to start with yourself because you could be that person to break the cycle for the next generation and the generation after that and the generation after that and so forth. So it starts with you. It starts with you.
Agreed.
And if you got a fear about something or somebody, do something about it. I'm not, I'm just saying, like meditate or pray or whatever you decide to do, smoke weed, whatever. But eventually you have to
Every day.
either you're gonna pass it on to your son or your daughter, and then it goes keep going, or you're gonna do something about it. You really do. And I know Sean said he come off as confrontational, but sometimes that can work. Especially people don't
Indeed.
people especially people don't hear what you're saying, or
Mhm.
they're just like whatever. Sometimes you got to be loud. Sometimes you got to be ignorant because this is your life and this is your makeup. This is how you're gonna live, or you decide to live. That's how you're gonna live for about pretty much until you're old and decrepit and care.
Say it
So
again for the people in the
you
back.
de-
They ain't living.
you definitely gotta you definitely gotta break. You gotta start somewhere. That's why I start with me. I know my vices. I know my toxic fears. I know all that. That's why it's up to me. No matter how painful it is, I'm trying to help myself so I can pass it on to my little man, and then when he grows up, the next one down, my grandson or whatever. So it starts with me. So I know a lot of people say, "Oh, it's a lot more than that," but you got to do something. You can't just depend on other people to do something that you could easily do yourself, and that's just take the first step. That's it. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta take the first step. So if you don't like something about yourself, change. That's
Yeah.
it. Change. No,
Indeed.
nobody's gonna make you change. We could say all the right things on this show. We could say all the right things with our friends. We could say all the right things, whatever. But if that person's not willing to do that, all you can do is just like Dex said, sometimes you just gotta sit back and let them mess it up, and then you say, "I told you so."
Indeed. Indeed. All right, Mad Matt.
Well, it's like Dre was saying. It's not a comfortable thing to deal with yourself. So a lot of people will try to avoid it. You got to get in there and be. Living is a dirty thing. You got to get in there and get in the trenches and do the work. You got to be willing to work on the things you don't like. You got to just yeah, do it. Don't be afraid and do it. And
And
it
I
can,
want
like Sean was saying, he was complaining it was too broad of a topic at first, but there's a lot of things to deal with yourself. When we're talking physical stuff, we're talking mental health here. There's a lot of things mentally that you have to deal with. So it's more than just fear. There's a lot of things out there to deal with. Like depression, anxiety. Those are more than just fear. Like I have a lot of those to deal with, and
yeah.
it takes a lot of work, and you got to find the healthy ways to deal with it. There's bad ways, drinking, addictions. There's lots of bad ways to deal with these things.
Guilty.
You gotta yeah. We've all had those times when we've been addicted to things. You got to go
Yeah.
seek the therapy, seek the good friends, the people who are actually going to stand by you and look for the good things in you and help you through the bad times, and help you deal with what you need to be a better person.
Makes sense. I mean, it makes plenty of sense. I try to avoid well, back in June when me and Dre made that pact, I had to actively avoid do whatever I needed to avoid any kind of alcohol. Now, now I can go to the store right now, buy a bottle and hand it to Kim like, here, this is what you wanted, right? And it won't bother me whatsoever. But
See
because
what I got.
alcohol was my addiction to get me through. Now,
See what
yeah,
I got.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now it's more water and juice when there's still some left in the house because
You got kids.
my kids have an unhealthy addiction to the juice. They drink like it's crack cocaine. Uh, I drink Pepsi and Mountain Dew, and I have to cut back on the Mountain Dew, especially because uh, I'm starting to have headaches when I don't have caffeine. So got to work on that. Um, but it's a lot better than having a altered mindset because I'm drunk. Um, and before anybody recommends it, CBD does not work for me. It does not affect my body whatsoever. It doesn't help with my pain. It doesn't help with my mental. None of that. THC does calm me down. It does make me hungry as a mofo, but it it does help with my pain. But CBD does not. So that's why I am absolutely ecstatic that where we are, it is legal to purchase, partake of, and grow the ganja. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, with that being said, oh boy, I mean, we can. I guess we can. Ooh, this next topic is gonna hurt, Matt. Matt,
Yes.
you might you might need a gut punch for this one, bro. I'm just letting you know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because Matt said we going on a roller coaster ride. So damn it, here we go. How
It's
to
it's
figure out what you want in love.
it's probably one of the hardest things you're going to have to do.
First of all, the actual question, the real question is do you even know what love is?
That's true. Do you know what real love is? We're not talking about the on TV romance bullshit. We're talking about real love when you would give everything for that person to keep them safe, to do anything for them, to keep them happy and do everything for them. Like it's something that hits you so deep in the soul that you can't get rid of it. That kind of love.
Or when you've been with that person long enough, it's that you're happy they woke up, but you're irritated because they woke up. Kind of where you just want you do things just to keep them quiet. So it's just like, God damn it, because y'all get on each other's nerves, but not in a way to where it's just like I'm sick of these motherfuckers. But it's because y'all have been with each other for so long. You're so connected with each other that it's just it feels natural. It's just like okay, yeah, I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna be in my office, either watching something, researching stuff, something, playing something, and Kim will come down here and be on her phone. I'm just like, I know this motherfucker see me over here researching with her loud ass phone. But after a while, you just get used to it. And it's like that's just that's who you that's your mate. That's your bond with them, and it's not that they are trying to you know do the loud stuff and bother you. They just want to be included in what you do. They want to be a part of the things that you like. Like I tell people all the time, gaming is my self care. Gaming is one of my things. Kim will literally sit on the couch when I'm playing Call of Duty and call out people in the buildings for me. She's like, "Babe, top left." Oh, thanks. Wow, good shot, babe. But let me die. Let me die. She gonna clown me for 20 minutes. Oh, no. Shut the fuck up. I just didn't see him. Okay, shit. Shut up. When you get to the point to where you actually miss it, you actually crave it. That's love because you know who you are as a person. You know what you like and what you don't like. When they can do things that you don't like and it doesn't set you off, congratulations, you reach love.
Yeah.
Because my mother will tell you, I can't stand to hear the sound of someone chewing their fucking food. If you sit down in my house, you swear it's a herd of horses eating, and it doesn't bother me at all. I'm just like, oh, well, food must have been good. Everybody's quiet. All right. No weird conversations about what my child saw on Reddit today. All right, I'm winning. Woo. That's love. When you are in pain, everything hurts you from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Yet you still want to get out of bed to make sure that they are okay. You've hit a place that most people don't understand. That's real love. I have a bad lumbar. I have plantar fasciitis. However you say that.
Fasciitis.
Yeah, that. I got that. I have a degenerative spine. I've got plenty of other things, but I still get up first thing in the morning, make sure the house is okay.
Oh, you got some you got
I have
you,
to
you
go to
got
bed
something else
'cause
too. You got something else too.
I got PTSD. I know.
No, 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 not that. Oh, you got
Before,
assholeitis.
oh yeah. Hey. That's one of my number one traits. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to say I got
It's very
Mufufu in the
contagious
backyard.
though. It's very contagious because I catch it too. So whenever I go see him, I act the same way. So it's very
Yeah,
contagious. Very
yeah.
contagious.
It's very, very contagious. Stay away. Stay away. Don't come to our house because you gonna get fed, but you gonna turn into an asshole.
Yeah, don't let me break out. Hey, don't let me break out my elephant Stampy. So
And you're gonna laugh at me 3 in the morning.
no, can't do that, man. We try to be serious tonight, so let me chill out because we go
Jesus
all night with this.
Christ. Yeah, but for me, what I figured out, what I want in love or wanted in love, was someone who accepts me for me. They didn't come into the relationship trying to change me.
Yeah, amen.
They came in trying to support me. They came in trying to support my hopes, my dreams, and my aspirations. And they said, okay, overall you have some flaws, but your goods outweigh your bad, and I'm gonna help you grow in whatever way you want to grow. That's what I want. That's what I wanted in love, and I just happened to get it. I also happen to hit the parental lottery because I got two kids who swear up and down one of the worst one of the things they hate doing the most is feeling like they let me or Kim down.
Hmm.
Like me, Kim, or Dre, we can pick at the kids all day long, but but Dre will tell you, I can put my kids up against most kids today, and they'll run laps around
Yeah,
them. Them kids are smart.
yeah.
They do what the hell they ask when they're asked to do it. I mean, yeah, they have problems going to bed on
And,
time,
and, and the
whatever.
crazy thing about it is whenever Terrence outsmart me, I deep down I feel good, but on the outside still since I'm his dad, I got to flex my daddy powers and say something
Right,
crazy like
right.
go to
And,
your
and,
room
and
or
I ain't gonna
sit your
I ain't gonna talk about how
but
my
deep
kid
Oh, shut up.
is two spitting
yeah
images of
but
me, and
deep
it's just like,
down
damn, these little assholes.
or
What? What?
right. Or,
Oh
or,
wait,
or
I
if
made
it
that.
gets really bad, I'd be like, I'm gonna call your mama.
Oh no, no, no. I'm the threat. I'm the threat in the house. Kimberly's like, don't make me go get Dex. They just,
Mm-mm. No, I tried that. Trisha tried that. Wait till your dad get home. It don't work no more.
oh,
I got a
see,
call.
it still works in my
I
house.
got a
The kids
call.
know I
It
can just
works
turn
the
on
other
the
way.
internet with my phone. Just be like, oh, you know what? Fine. No, no switch for you. Boop.
Nah, it works the other way. It works the other way with me. Since I'm not there, it's more credible because you know
Uh huh.
Trisha could walk in the door at any moment when I say something. So it
Uh,
works the
you
other
gonna
way.
get that chocolate
So
flag?
I, so
Yeah,
I,
that's yeah, that's good.
right. So all I gotta do is call her. All I gotta do is call her and be like, "Hey, little pancake acting up," and I just sit back and she be like, "Well, this is what happened." I be like, "I know. That's why I called you."
Right, and then that face change, and you be like, that ain't the woman I
Mm-hmm.
had a kid with. Who the hell? Oh Lord, she went demon status.
Yeah. Don't let Trisha fool you now. Sometimes I seen her go off. So yeah.
And sadly, yes, the girls do know Kim is soft. They will press her and beg to her for things, and they be about to get it, and they be like, "Now, Kim be looking at him like, no, why the hell did you ask that, knowing he's sitting right there getting ready to tell you no?" And they be like,
So I
"Damn."
mean, it's
And
you know
I
how
don't
I
tell
go.
them no as much as they think I do. I only tell them no because I have to protect them from them because they'll OD on chocolate and juice, and the oldest is sugar sensitive, so she'll get a cup of juice and be up for like 8 hours. He's like, "Bitch, what time did you have that cup of juice? 6 o'clock. It's 3 in the morning. What are you still doing up?" Full of energy and lost track of time.
Yeah. I think that's how it is. I think that's how it is with life. It's just that's just how it is with life all around. Like I said, everybody's unique.
Yeah,
Everybody's
Yeah.
unique in their own way,
yeah.
and it's the same
Listen,
thing with
me,
love.
I want. Yeah, go ahead. I was just saying, but for me, I just needed a support system. That's
Yeah.
what I wanted when I looked for in love. I would look for someone to support me. We got off
Mhm.
topic. I had to yank that motherfucker back real quick. Your turn, Dre. Go.
No, the only thing I was saying was that we talk about, we were talking about all this stuff we was talking about as far as everything tracks into our DNA and how we don't, how you want to figure things out. It all goes back to childhood. Everybody
Agreed.
has that, I mean, everybody has that fairy tale in their mind of how love is supposed to go, but that's not true. It's not true at all because first thing we gotta do in order to love anybody out here,
You gotta love
you
yourself.
gotta, like I said, you gotta start with
Yep.
yourself. You gotta start with yourself. That's why when I look at people and they say, I love myself, I love me some me, I believe them because if they love themselves, even though you don't know what kind of makeup they have as far as relationships or
Right.
you don't know their backstory, but the fact they're saying they love themselves, that just instills confidence. So,
I
and I had a
do.
hard time.
I do feel like I do feel like some people when they say they love themselves, they just be saying it to hear it though. Because I've seen a lot of
Right.
swear up and down
Yeah.
about themselves, and then it's just like,
And,
okay, so
but
why
and it
the
all goes
hell
back.
are you complaining about being single?
In
And
the
it
next
all goes back
breath.
to what I said. It all goes back to what I said before. You don't know nobody everybody's backstory. You can say all the right things, but that don't mean that you can say stuff like Dex. You can say stuff to me and Matt, and we could think that it's good, but the only person that knows the story is you. You can say all the right things and be like totally different from what you're telling us. It all goes back, and it goes back to strength. It all goes back to confidence. It all goes back to trying to build your self-esteem up when you say stuff like that.
Right,
Now that
right.
if they say that if they don't believe it, that's fine. But at the same time, you gotta speak stuff into existence sometimes. You gotta be confident enough to say, I'm this and I'm that. I know my worth. I know what I want, and I'm not gonna settle for less. Keep saying that. Even if you don't believe it, keep saying it. Because eventually, one day something's gonna happen and you're gonna be like, you know what? This is what it was. This is what I wanted. This is what I manifested. And it's the same thing with love. Don't settle on love. If you figure out when you figure out what you want, it lets you know how content you are with your choices. It lets you know how confident you are in your choices. It lets you know that you're not going to settle for less. You're not going to settle for what you don't want. And time factors into this as well because You don't know when your time's coming. You don't know when it's the day or the hour or the minute or the second that you're going to be like, this is your last time. So don't settle. If this is what you want in love, don't settle. No matter how far fetched it is, no matter how people perceive it being far fetched, as long as you believe what you want and you figure out what you want in love, you'll be all right. Because I'm telling you right now, a lot of people out here say what they want in love, but when that pressure get on them, they meaning for love changes. It
ASAP.
changes,
Mm.
ASAP.
changes. Like a monopoly board. You think everything going good, then one person get mad and flip the table. That's how it be. So when you figure
That
it out
motherfucker laying
and
on
you
Park
know
Street and that boardwalk. Yeah,
right,
yeah.
you figure out what you want and you figure out what you are not going to settle for in love, and you're genuine with it. The universe gonna see. We may not see, but the universe is gonna see, and they're gonna be like, you know what? They're in line with what they want. So
True.
I'm gonna make sure they're content with what they decided to do. So
Right. Right. Matt, I think
It took me a long time to figure out what I wanted in love. I was really good at figuring out what I didn't want in love,
mhm.
but I didn't really know what I wanted in love until somebody showed it to me.
right.
Until I found a woman who was willing to, like Dex said, work with me and look at me and be like, even though you have all these faults and I still love you. I love you for who you are. Like,
Yeah.
until I found that person, I really didn't understand what I wanted in love.
Right. And the weird thing is like you said, I had a long list of things I didn't want in love. And the ironic thing is, once I finally did find love, that list of things I didn't want to love,
Didn't matter.
it kind of went up in smoke. It's just like,
Yeah.
why do I give a shit about this? I have everything that I need and been wanting, and I don't need to reflect on this stuff. What I need to reflect on is making sure that what I have can grow and is supported, and that I'm working on me as a person so I can become better daily. Because if I'm working on myself and I'm doing my part to make sure that this uh, our love is growing, I shouldn't have a reason for it to disappear.
Yep.
But hey, maybe that's just me being an old white man at the ripe old age of a bruised down 36. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. Yeah, I know what I mean. All right, Dre, this your topic right here, but you ready? Last topic, people.
Yeah,
Then
sure.
we gonna wrap it on up and get y'all on out of here. We ain't gonna eat you your ear all day. Here we go. Last topic. How to be single and not self-destructive.
Take it away, Dre.
How not to self destruct? How not to be self destructive? Um, man, y'all really put me on the spot with this one. I'm just gonna go back to what I said. I'm just gonna go back to what I said before, as far as everything that we talked about tonight. The number
Okay.
one underlying topic here: love yourself, man. That's how you can like
True.
not be self-destructive. Is love yourself. You
True.
gotta love yourself. You gotta love even with your flaws. If you don't like your flaws, either you're gonna embrace them or change them. So
True.
you
Stop
really
talking
gotta
sound like
start
you change. Talk about
really
you.
because because a lot of people out here are perpetrating that they're fine, whatever. But deep down, it's just like you really got to learn how to like. It's like Jim Carrey said: once you achieve that state of solitude, that state of mind of being solid, by yourself, it's gonna become so addictive that you don't want nobody to disturb that. That's
True.
what you got to do
Yeah.
when you're trying to, if you're in the single life, and you also got to figure amongst if you don't want to be self-destructive either, because like I said, depression is real, suicide is real, isolation is real. You got to have a healthy balance.
All right.
Yes, you could be single, you could be by yourself, but at the same time, that doesn't mean you have to be, you know, a basket case or something like that. Because
Right.
you see how people are now with this whole with this whole Corona thing going on. So
Whew.
it, you really have to value that. You have to value that a long time. You definitely got to do that, but at the same time, you have to value that you know that
Yeah,
solitary, that solitude, that be by yourself just to be, because 9 times out of 10, when I'm by myself, them be the best times of my life. Because
true.
it's just me. It's just me,
Right.
and I don't have to worry about the stress of the day or the, whatever's going on in the world. I could just be who I am, and just keep doing it. So
I get you.
that's what I'm saying. If the key to success of being single and not be self-destructive, love yourself. That's all you can do right now. And I mean other things out there, but that's like the main focus. Just love yourself and love on yourself. Then you don't have to worry about it. And then eventually that right person's gonna come along, and then things will change. So
Right.
just keep the faith. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you. Uh, I think for me, it boils down to, well, for one, yes, you do have to definitely love yourself. Uh, but I think a lot of it boils down to your personality. Um, are you an introvert or are you an extrovert? How
Yeah.
do how do you personally recharge? Me, I'm an introvert. I can literally be by myself playing my Xbox, and that recharge, and I'm recharging. I don't have to go out. I don't need to reach out and associate with people to feel some type of anything. I mean, I do it? Of course. I mean, I can get it in where I fit it in, but I don't need it. So for me, I can be single and not self-destructive just by keeping to myself. I can go associate. I can hang out with my people when I want to, but I don't crave that. I gotta be with somebody. I gotta because and that's another thing. People swear they gotta have this interaction with other people. They gotta go out. They gotta this and that and the other. Is that something you need, or is that something that you actually just want really bad? Because you're so used to doing certain things. Is it actually a need, or is it something that you want that you haven't figured out how to not do it? I mean, look at the rest of the country. They were told they had to wear the mask. Not that y'all up there doing way better than us. But our country, we were told we got to wear masks, and we literally had people feeling like they were oppressed because they were told they had to wear a mask on their face. And if they would have just wore a mask for the first 30 days, we would have been done with this because they're so used to a certain thing. These creatures of habit don't know how to adapt. They don't know how to shoulder roll when something go wrong. You better learn how to Floyd Mayweather out here and just roll that shoulder. Who you hitting? You ain't hitting me. Nah. They so used to having it a certain way, they latch onto it, and that becomes very self-destructive. I've literally had to talk a mutual friend of all of ours off a ledge multiple times because they refuse to. They can't be. They got to be around somebody. They need to be able to do this. It's like, yo, take your time, figure you out first, plant your
Hmm.
stand up, then work on trying to create a bond or whatever. But you're not working on you. You need to be alone. You need to pull yourself back so you can take the time to go stand in the mirror and go self, and yourself go, huh? Self, what's wrong? And when yourself answer, you can start to finally start to make a game plan on what to fix of you. Because if you go into multiple situations and stuff keep happening, common denominator is you.
You're doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. That's insanity.
It
I
sure
kept
is.
saying that. I keep saying that. I'm like, how you gonna keep being the same person or be doing the same thing and expect different results? That's not how it works.
It sure is. And as Kim said earlier, energy attracts energy. So whatever energy you putting out, That's what you're gonna get back.
You may not be aware of the energy you putting out.
Expecting some shit to pop off. When shit
That
pop
part.
off, guess what? It didn't pop off randomly. You walked in the door looking for a problem. You better start listening to these old people like they tell you. If you go looking for something, your ass gonna find it, and you
What they
might not
say?
like what you get.
They say the old saying goes: you keep knocking on the devil's door, eventually they're gonna
He
answer.
gonna open that some
Yeah.
bitch, and when he opened that bitch and he got that horns, that pitchfork and the tail staring at you, hey, you knocked on his door, you rattled his chain. Now you got to deal with the fallout.
That's how it goes, man. Pretty much how it goes.
Don't be your own worst enemy. Don't be the harbinger of your own chaos.
Yeah.
Yep.
I,
Like I
I got I
said,
got my, I got my own harbingers of chaos. They come all day, anytime. So
like
I don't need no extra help from me.
it's like I said. It's like I said last segment. Sometimes the generational curses that are bestowed upon us. It's
Hmm.
up to us to break it, so we won't
Yep.
pass it down.
Yeah,
So
and I do believe that
it
is a
goes into big.
generational curse. I do believe that we are so taught to be a certain way. We're taught that you need to go hang out with them. Because when we were little, yeah, we were told we had to go get the hell out my house. Don't you bring your ass back home. Daddy, daddy to come home or the street lights come on. Mama, I'm thirsty. You better drink out the water hose. Oh, okay, cool. I ain't gonna lie, there were some great days. But what lessons were you
Hey
actually
man,
teaching your kids? You weren't encouraging them to go socialize. You were forcing them to go socialize.
yeah. But at the same time, but like I said, at the same time, you know, it's not too bad to be anti-social because like I said, everybody needs somebody. So
Absolutely, absolutely.
Hmm.
you gotta figure it out and balance it out. But
Yeah,
I'm an introvert too. I mean,
it's
I
balance.
don't,
It's balance in that.
I don't really talk. Right, I don't really talk like that. But at the same time, eventually I gotta say something,
Uh oh. Uh oh. Dre
especially if it's
sliding the
something that's
OG
in
mode.
me
Uh
or
oh.
something that I love. I definitely gotta say something. No, no, no. It's just people that don't really talk. People that they don't really talk, but those are the ones that I'm pretty sure, and I can say this with my whole heart. When something goes down or something happens or something needs to be said, that quiet person is gonna talk.
Hmm.
And it may be a surprise to a lot of people, but to people like me that I know how people are when they don't want to say a whole lot but say it eventually, I understand. Because there's been plenty of times where I didn't say anything, and when I opened my mouth and said something, they were like, "Oh, Dre talking? Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
sometimes
and
stuff
that's
needs to be
usually a
said.
bad sign when the quiet person says something. It's like you should know something
It
fucked
it,
up.
could- it could
Quiet person says something.
right. It could be a bad thing, but at the same time, it could be a good thing because finally the quiet person says something, so it must
True.
hold some merit. Because you can have a person that's talking all day, something says something's wrong, they be like, "Oh, he talks anyway." But when a quiet person steps up and says something,
It gets the
yeah,
attention.
so
Yep.
it gets the attention of people. Just like I said, being single, you don't have to tell the whole world that you're single. You don't have to tell the whole world about that.
Go do you.
People will know. People will know. You do it yourself. People will
Yeah.
pick it up.
Yeah.
And then when somebody, a man or a woman, comes to you and says something, they want to inquire about your marital status. It's up to you to tell them.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, now if they
I mean,
lie and
yeah.
say, they lie, but people lie all the time. But it's up to the person that's getting told this. That's what they got to figure out what it is.
I mean that's true too. I mean, but something that I learned from you is you can always tell in the end.
Yeah, you can always tell.
You
Exactly. You
can
can always
always,
tell in the
you can
end.
always
Look,
you can always tell in the end based on the way that a person moves.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it is. But like I said, some people out here they are some great actors. So
Yeah. Well.
It's got to take a very good director to figure it out. But there's a lot of good actors out here, man. So you can't really believe what people says. But at the same time, if you're confident enough and you're true enough to yourself to not deceive this person that's trying to have your affection, then you're a rare one. Because like I said, people
Yeah.
out here they have all other intentions. So you
True.
just gotta take it for what it's worth on both sides.
All right, Matt, you got anything to add on this one?
Well, I think a lot of people confuse single with being alone. You're single just means you don't
Yeah.
have someone you're in a relationship with. It doesn't
Ooh,
mean that you're alone.
ooh, ooh, that boy dropping nuggets.
Like there's a
It's
big
true.
difference between single and being alone.
That is true. That is very true.
Yeah.
That right there can save you from being self-destructive. Realizing that you are not alone. You are just single. You don't have a relationship. You have friends. Friends are great. Go be with your friends. You're not alone.
Ooh, that boy, because the key word there's single. The key word there's is single. It just means you're not committed to one person
Yeah.
or a polyamorous relationship, depending on how you like, however way you
How you
feel.
get down.
But it just means you're not committed to anybody.
Yeah.
That don't mean you by yourself. I mean, no matter where I go, I got a circle. I'm never alone.
Yeah.
So
A
True.
lot of people get that confused. They think, "Oh, I'm single. I'm so alone." No, you're not. You've got so many friends. Go hang out with your friends. You are not alone. You're single.
Some people
Oh
need to hear
well.
this. Some people need to hear this because they think that if you have a man or a woman, that's the end. I'm trying to tell you right now, that is
That should
not the
not be
case.
your life goal. You should have bigger
That should not be your
aspirations than
goal.
that.
shit. I love
Be a
being
better you.
with Kim,
That's
but if I didn't have my fellas, if I didn't have my folks, man, somebody getting beat up.
man. It was either that your video games and everything. So yeah,
Man, look,
I
after
know.
a while, it's gonna be like, same. She doing the same shit again today. We doing the same shit again tomorrow. Did the same shit
And
yesterday.
guess what? And guess what? You gonna be there for all that shit.
And I ain't got nobody. I can't just call up Dre. Hey, bro, I'm coming to the pot, man. And you know, I already know Dre can say, I'm 22. You got
Nah,
a key?
nah, yeah. I said you got a key. So I'm like, why are you telling me for? You got a key. So
I just don't want you to be caught off guard. Hey, fool, as long as I ain't sleep, I'm straight. Oh, okay.
if I tell you something, if something is arrived before you come, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna give you when you say, hey, I'm gonna come over the house. I'll be like, no, so you
Like
know.
hold
But if
fast.
I was
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
so but if I don't say anything, or I'll be like, yeah, man, slide through, and then it is what it is. It's just when
Right.
I say no is when you don't come.
Right. You better outcast it, but you call before you come.
Nah, I'll be like, there's a hotel in front of my apartment complex. It's $69 a night. There you go. Boom.
It is a fire one in front of his apartment though. And, hey,
It's two of them. It's two hotels literally in front of my apartment complex.
then they-
In
but
case
fellas,
anybody wants to stalk Dre.
right. But fellas, we've reached the close. We can go ahead and wrap this show up. Any parting remarks, last things, anything on your mind? If you got a show, you got any other things you doing, you want to plug. Now,
Uh, I guess I'll go first because I don't really have anything. Only thing I'm gonna say, only thing I'm gonna say is happy holidays to everybody. I know this is a very trying time, and 2020 is almost thankfully done. I'm glad it's out the way. Um, and like I said, just loving your people a little bit more, especially the ones that still are with you to the end.
yeah,
Still love on them because it's rare here. People dropping people into friendships, into relationships for the most pettiest things.
Hmm.
So the people that stayed and the people still riding with you,
yeah,
just you don't even have to be nothing crazy. Just text them and say, hey man, I appreciate it. I appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate you being in my life because people gonna stay in your life for two reasons: for a lifetime or a lesson.
true.
So that's all I gotta say. I'm good.
Yeah, everybody just stay safe during the holiday season. No drinking and driving. Be smart. Don't go out. Don't be in big crowds, and have a great holiday.
Yeah, just everybody remember what the season is about. Try not to social distance. I mean, try. I mean, not try. Social distance and try not to know, do all the things that we normally would do, because you don't want to be the reason why you take out somebody close to you. But other than that, just like Dre said, just Give the people that you want to give the roses to, give it to them now while they have the chance to enjoy them. I mean, 2020 been a crap year, but it's been the true embodiment of that saying, hindsight's 2020. I mean, a lot has happened in 2020, but as
Hmm.
the real ones, we still stand together, and we're gonna grow. Just keep it moving. I mean, that's all you can do. Um, if you got people that you care about that are close to you, do what you need to do to make sure that they stay close to you. You might not need to talk to them every day, but reach out to your people. Don't let an extended period of time pass without talking to your people. I I lost a couple of good people this year, and Lord knows I trade in plenty of things to be able to just talk to my folk one more time.
Yeah,
So
appreciate people while they're still here. Don't wait till they're dead to appreciate them.
Yeah.
yeah,
Very much.
absolutely. But other than that, happy holidays, happy Merry Hana Kwanzaa, all that stuff. Uh, happy Festivus if that's what you celebrate. All that fun shit. Uh, Friday at Christmas, so we probably won't have a show on Monday, and then the Friday out of that is New Year's. So it is what it is. We got bills still. Dre still got to work on Friday. I
Hey,
mean,
I got Saturday off, so I'm good. As
yeah,
long as I talk to the family for Christmas, video chat, then watch them open their gifts. I'm good. I'm good
true.
on that.
I'm gonna still bring you a plate because we grilling. Other than
You know where
that,
to put it at.
yeah, of course, of course, I'm gonna either put it in the fridge or put it in the microwave. But other than
Yeah.
that, just a PSA, Kim, Champagne Conversations won't be on the air Saturday because it would be the day after Christmas. And
Boxing Day, bitches.
yeah, Boxing Day for those not in America. So yeah, we will be doing the holiday things. Watching the kids smile with their new toys and games and shit like that. And I'll probably be asleep. She'll probably be toasty off the eggnog that she likes to spike. So yeah, it'll be fun times. And we'll see y'all.
When we see y'all next.
We'll see y'all after the New Year rolls in. We
Yep.
appreciate y'all being patient with us, letting us take a hiatus and come back. But we're back. We ain't going nowhere, and
We're here for good.
you'll be seeing a lot more of us because apparently we're growing somehow. Don't ask. Anyway, we thank y'all for tuning in. Uh, all that stuff. Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and all that fun stuff. Uh, do what y'all need to do. Thank you and good night. We out. This
Peace.
Peace.
bitch.